Hey everyone, just wanted to give you a little bit of insight, maybe a tip here for Lab 4. Um, you notice I'm in this section, part 3, excuse me, where you have to do your psychrometric charts analysis, right? So you have these temperature, dry bulb and wet bulb temperature readings, and you need to interpret the psychrometric chart, right? And I say down here, I make it really clear. Make sure you submit a copy of your chart with with your lab. So I just wanted to give you a tip on maybe an easy way to do this, and you can keep everything all in one document. So this is a Word document which you will have downloaded to submit for your lab. So what you can actually just do is hit enter in here, okay, and then you can insert a chart, right? So if you go to the chart that's been provided, and then you can do, hopefully you know how to use the snipping tool, or I guess you could use the screen capture, any kind of screen capture tool, right? So for this, I use this all the time. I'm going to snip here, and then I just hit copy, edit, copy, okay? Then I'll go back to my document, which is here, and I can just paste it right in here. So I can right click and paste, or hit Control V if I want to. There we go. So now what you can do, right? So if I'm answering a question, you can go on this chart, and I mean you can stick to Word, and let's say my dry bulb, well, you can't get the temperature readings down here, so, but let's get hypothetical here. Let's say my dry bulb is right here, and then my wet bulb is I don't know, let's say it's 60 degrees. So I can actually insert on this chart just using Microsoft Word, right? So I'll go down here, just draw it up and say, okay, here's this, draw that line, and then insert, draw another line. This is totally fine to do it this way. Just make it really clear, right? And then you can always change, like if you go to the format up here, you can change the color if you want to. You can do whatever you want, make it stand out, make it red, okay? And then what you can do is, now you can interpret this chart, and you can say here's the relative humidity, etc., etc. But what you want to do is you can put multiple points on this. So if I wanted to do this, and then I have another, say I have another reading, right? So I can do this reading here, and I'm just making this up, and say this is one, and here's another one. All right, so now I'm right here. Okay, I'll change the line, different color, whatever. So what you can do though is you can do an insert, and you need to tell me which data point is which. And so you can actually do any number of things with Microsoft Word. You can do a call out, for example, which could be helpful, right? So I hit the call out button and do this, and then you can move this box around, and here's the little call out tag. So you can point to that spot and say this is whatever point, you know, this is the classroom, right? And then you can even just copy this and move that around a little bit, whatever. You just want to make it neat enough that I can tell what you did, right? So then you can drag this over, and this is outside or whatever, all right? You can do it this way and just make it really clear how you got your answers for this chart up here, right? You can see classroom, outside, etc. You can paste multiple of these charts in here and do you know, just do multiple points in there as well. So that's just one way to do it, and that way you don't have to print anything out. You don't have to copy, you know, hand draw anything and then scan it. You can just integrate it right into the document. That also, frankly, makes it easier for me to grade, because then I can see right here how you got your answers. So that's one way to do it. And I also want to just say at the end, just, you know, I put it in bold and big letters at the end. Make sure that for this last question that you paste in the tables that you get from the Hobo software, and it should look something like this. Okay, in fact, it should look exactly like this. One of them should. It doesn't matter that it's this. You can't really interpret this chart. When you'll be able to interpret it with the software that you need to download, which is here. Okay, I just need to see that you have successfully opened it up. So I just need sort of evidence that you used HoboWare to view these and get the answers. And so just paste something like this at the bottom. Again, I just took a snap from the HoboWare output. Excuse me. And I just copied and pasted it down here. And this is perfectly fine. But again, you need to put these charts in there to receive credit. Okay, that's it. I just wanted to give you those final little tips. Hopefully that helps for your Lab 4.